Welcome to class. Let's take a seat, feel our physical selves. Inhale and exhale. And then begin to take that view of your space through your own eyes and say, this is my yoga room. Look around, take a neutral view of the things around you. So we can just take a switch to that witnessing space in our minds. It's a gentle shift, but let's begin with the eyes. And then begin to feel your breath. Inhale and exhale. Is it warm or cool? Is it shallow or deep? And where does it travel in the body? Where does it tend to gravitate towards? And if it tends to gravitate somewhere, maybe you can influence it to gravitate another direction on an inhale or an exhale. Feel free to close the eyes now as we shift from witnessing our physical space to witnessing the internal workings of the body. So the breath, and then just the energy of the body and where we are right now. Maybe we're feeling stress in certain areas, the shoulders, perhaps, the hips, the back, or anywhere else. Take that witnessing where you're feeling tension. Shed light there. Take an inhale in that direction. And as if you're exhaling from that space, just exhale. Then sending another inhale towards the areas that feel more comfortable. And exhaling. Away any stress, or just if you feel comfortable in that area, send that exhale to the areas that are less comfortable. Now that we've aligned our energetic selves, let's see if we can find that physical alignment, starting with the crown of our head. Today, we're kind of focusing on that energy above the crown of the head. So let's start there, just kind of inviting in that expansiveness above us, that glowing gold light of energy that we name an 8th chakra above the head. So the 7th chakra is the crown. So let's invite that in as if we're breathing through the crown of the head. And then exhaling, cascade that energy down the spine. And just kind of noticing it travel along all the spine as if it's melting warm liquid down the spine. Notice that the shoulders might just lift a little bit as we inhale, and as we exhale, they melt just along with that warm liquid down the spine. Again, taking that witnessing eye to the spine, just slow, kind of taking a nice spiraling trip down the spine, past the energy centers to the root at the base of the spine, to the center of the pelvis. That our tailbone naturally leads less like an arrow to that center of our physical selves, of our energetic self. Feel free to take a hand to your heart and then another just below the ribs. As you inhale and exhale, we'll take Ujjayi breath. So this is in through the nose and out through the nose. And you kind of open up the back of the throat as you inhale, helping that energy travel, opening up the current of energy and clearing out the static. And that hand below is holding that solar plexus. So again, more golden energy there, just our power center. See if you can pump some energy into that power center through the breath. Some warmth, some golden light. And then with your eyes still closed, you can take your hands together, begin to turn them into a prayer position hands, just converting those hands together, fingers up towards the sky, and the thumb at the solar plexus. We're taking a little lower right now. Inhale, you can feel the breath traveling into your hands, into that thumb. Fill the belly and exhale. Let's send the energy upward and then slide the thumb up towards the heart. Thumbs up towards the heart and fingertips towards the sky. Shrug the shoulders up to the ears on your next inhale. And on your next exhale, lengthen the distance between your ears and your shoulders. And bring the thumbs slightly down. So we're going to start to just pump that prayer position up towards the sky on our inhale and then down. And we can just go up an inch or two. Just traveling along, gently stretching the wrists with the elbows out to the side. And as you do this, notice the alignment again, that glowing, beautiful sun energy above your head, and then that melting warmth through the crown, past the eyes, that third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, past the navel, and down to the center, the root, the pelvis, Manipura. Beautiful. Remove, just let the hands drift to the floor. Just feel the floor with your proprioception there. Just feel the fingertips dock down to the floor, press into the floor. Inhale, exhale, flutter the eyes open. Notice any shift you've created from your breath, the practice, your body, awareness, and then turn over towards the right with your chin. And then the left. Coming into center, looking up at the sky. And then chin towards the heart, keeping that heart nice and bright. Solar plexus strong. Just drop the head and lengthen the back of the neck. Just breathe into that back of the neck. We're clearing the channel there, any static, because there's plenty of it created in our neck from looking, listening, seeing, whatever, taking things in. And then slide the chin towards the right shoulder. Press through your left fingertips, extra strong. Inhale, exhale, slide the chin across the collarbones back to the midline. And then take another breath and travel to the left shoulder, pressing the right fingertips into the floor. And then back to the center. Looking down. Trace that line with your chin up towards the heavens. Lift the chin up. And feel that sun energy, and is again that bright, positive energy ball of power above our heads. Bring it down with your gaze to neutral. Oh, so nice. And just kind of look right to left, noticing you freed up that space. And just kind of ease out whatever static's there. Right, roll the shoulders behind you. And roll the shoulders forward. We'll take a lift up towards the sky, feeling that prayer position, marking that territory. Inhale, touch that energy ball up there. And exhale, bring the prayer position above the head. Inch or so above the head, inhale. Grow the spine long, exhale, ease it out. Let's reach up one more time, inhale. as if you had that ball in between your hands. Rain down that beautiful positive energy and turn to the right, bringing the fingertips to the floor, turning, twisting. And maybe looking over towards the back up. Great. Inhale here. Invite that energy in, down to the floor with your arms. Rain it down right to your solar plexus, power center. Come back up. Again, more energy from above. Inhale, exhale, roll those shoulders down, bring the fingertips to the crown of the head, and just give yourself a nice little massage to the scalp. Pressing in with your fingertips, thumbs at the occipital ridge, base of the skull, so you can get a little energy there too. Notice the energy shift this creates just by giving our crown that attention. Wear your crown. You deserve it. And notice the jaw loosening. Open and close the mouth. We're taller already. Take a strap. Favorite prop there. And take that strap and fold it. And if you need to shift up your seat now for our exercise, you can do that. If your legs are more comfortable in another position, do it. Take the midline of that strap to your mid back. And then bring those straps forward in your hands. Both sides of the strap in the hands. And you're going to take that strap under the armpits and just take it forward and slightly at a diagonal up towards our sky. So we're going to inhale and notice the heart will lift up towards the sky. Hold the back of the ribs in your strap. Inhale, exhale, and then press the back of the ribs into the strap. Nice. Now lower the strap. Another inhale, feeling that natural lift of your ribs. And then as you exhale, press into the strap. Just cradle the back of your ribs in the strap and let's make that contact. You can pull a little forward with the hands as well. Travel down another inch or so. Inhale, lift up, and you can even feel that lift in your hands. Exhale, press back. So we're releasing energy along the spine, but we're also strengthening our core. Lift up. Exhale. Let's take those low ribs. So here is our power center. We've traveled down behind the heart to the power center. Try another breath here, just feeling that lift and then pressing into the strap. And notice those muscles firing up with that warm energy. Anytime you want to fire up that midline, just take that trip down the ribs. Now we're going to take that strap back on up to the armpits and just pull out on the strap, and then pulling skyward with your hands just gently. Have a little back bend up at the top of the back and bring your gaze upward. So this is very supportive. The roots anchor here is through the hips and through the base of our ribs. So we're anchored there, but we're lifting just up on that top of the spine and then come back down. If this hurts your low back, then don't go up as high. Then bring it back down about an inch. Inhale, exhale, feel your root, feel your anchor of the hips, and then gently guide yourself to look up. Keep that nice, gentle curve in the upper spine. See, when it starts to go too much on the low back, just come back. But we're just lifting up passively with the hands, allowing that ourselves to unround and look up skyward. And then back, exhale. We'll take another trip down a little further. Inhale, exhale. And now we're lifting with our hands, cradling the ribs and guiding ourselves into that back bend. Follow the breath, deep breaths, and then down to the low ribs. Inhale, exhale, and guide yourself upward. Supported back bend with our friend, the strap. We just love it. All right, let's switch that strap. We'll just roll the shoulders a little bit, noticing Oh yeah, we didn't do our side bending of the neck. Let's do that now since we're longer. Just place the strap casually there for a minute. Take the hands to the floor. Inhale. Let's see how much taller we are. Exhale, right ear toward right shoulder. Extra length here we get from this bend from the left fingertips all the way to the ear. Clear that channel, making it warmer. Through that left ear, invite in that right energy through this from the sky. Exhale, cascade it down to those left fingertips. And if you need to help your head up with the right hand, you can do that. Inhale. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, and we take that right fingertip length to the right ear. Feel that lengthening. Lift the right ear up as if you're trying to catch that ray of sunshine. Exhale, melt it down to your right fingertips. Lengthening, lengthening. And then our head up. One more here in our seated position. We're just going to take that strap and our neutral gaze forward. Hold it between our hands and reach the sky. Really keep that reach long from the hips to the shoulders. And the shoulders coming up towards the ears. Now we're going to roll them down. Just feel that power center from our strap work. Great. And then just take that sliding back and forth with our strap. Opening up our shoulders, take the width wider if the shoulders are uncomfortable at all. This is a yummy one, especially as you leave the mat, you will notice you really did something good. And reaching up a little bit taller, we're going to take our strap maybe closer and then just sway side to side. And you can bend that bend the opposite elbow a little bit more as I'm showing up here. So as I lean over, just bending the top elbow. Allowing for greater stretch on that side body. Okay, gravity brings that strap down. We put it to the side and then we switch up our blanket. So we're getting cushioned for our tabletop. Great. And we want to block nearby because we're going to use that on our way upwards. So take that block, find ourselves in our strong power center here on quadruped. So when we go into this, we can take the fists together towards each other if we want to save the wrist action, which I like to do. And take the shins to the floor with the knees drifting over that edge of the blanket. So we're going to notice right away as we take our quadruped that some things maybe are harder to get into the horizontal in the spine because we're reversing that gravitational energy. We have to lift the belly up to support the spine. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Just feel the crown of the head reaching in the horizontal. Exhale, roll the shoulders away from the ears. All right, one power center set up. Inhale. Exhale. As we breathe, grab energy from the base of the spine, bring it up towards the navel. Navel's going to tone towards the spine. Exhale. Inhale again. And this time we're going to breathe into our solar plexus and also the back of it. So lift the solar plexus just a little bit up towards the sky in case you're like in the middle arching too much. There we go. So power center here. Let's just stretch out our hamstrings here, reaching the right leg back, keeping your framework nice and strong on the torso. Curl the toes under and rock back and forth. Lengthen the hamstring. Heel to hip. You can rock back and forth. If you want to come to the forearms, that's a completely great option here as well. And then we're going to slide that knee back, strong hip to shoulder action, keeping it nice and supported through our exhale, abdominals, supporting the reach of our left foot and left leg. Curl the toes under. Rock back and forth. So we're ready to just kind of runner's position here. Well, kind of, sort of. Okay, back and forth. Great. And then coming back, release the wrists back. So we're sitting back on the heels, but a little bit higher diagonal here with our kneel. Reach the hands forward and pull back with your hands, lengthening the spine. Exhale, ease the shoulders. And then just take, if you can, I know some people have wrist issues, so just turn the fingertips towards you, gently, gently, just stretching out the wrists, and then back. And then take the palms up towards the sky. Roll the shoulders away from the ears as we just ease off the wrists for a moment. We're going to do bird dog. So come back to those fists or forearms. You can even do this from forearms just by reaching the legs back. We're going to try to keep a nice strong core. Inhaling back to our framework. Exhaling, let's really just glide out with that right leg, lift it off the floor before you do the arms. So just the legs. Come back, keep the framework strong, and left leg. Keeping the hips even is a challenge. This is one of my most challenging poses in all of yoga. For some reason, it's always challenging for me to keep that stability. So keep that abdominals awake and engaged, and feel the warmth on the back body from the sun reaching up towards that direction energetically. And other side. This time we're taking the right leg and left arm. Feel the reach. Again, awareness of front body supporting you, of the back body lifting energetically towards the sky. And then back down. And we'll reach that left leg and right arm. So here, study this with your, check the hips, check the front body as you exhale, check the back body. Lifting skyward, just feeling that strength from above. And one more go on your own pace. Left arm, right leg, left leg, right arm. Nice. Coming back to child's or puppy pose. Allow the head to drift down to the floor. Taking that forehead side to side. Massaging out any mental tension as well. Bring the forehead down to stillness. Noticing the back of our third eye, the back of the skull, so as if there's a line there from in between the eyebrows to the back of the skull. Take that sunshine, golden, melting energy, bring it in, soften the mind, melt it down to the third eye. Feel the breath in your ribs, to the thighs. Release anything you don't want to carry with you. Beautiful. Come up to forearms, just do a little back body stretch here, back of heart, shoulder blades separate up to the sky, and then shoulder blades come together. More melting, soft energy. So we can lift the back of the heart up towards the sky. Take that energy, bring it in, melt it towards the earth. We would do unrounding here and more capacity for our muscles to support the breath. You can even take tiny circles here with the ribs up towards the sky and down, and then change the direction of the circle. Just getting our upper backs, giving them that clarity to ease out the tension. Great. Now we're going to switch it up and we're going to use that block to come up to gain elevation. Let's take the block, put it in between the thighs. And we're going to move that blanket aside. So if you want to do it now or after we lift up, you can do that. Taking that block between the thighs, hip width, we're going to take the hands a little bit forward, curl the toes under, squeeze the block, bent knee, down dog to begin with. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, find your anchor, your hands, the feet. You can take forearm, down dog, or dolphin if you'd like to. Squeeze the block, feeling our center power. Try to straighten out the legs if you're able to. Expressing down dog, squeezing that block. And imagine that sun warmth, golden energy above us, and then that soft melting down, cascading down that diagonal in the spine. Next breath, send that cascading energy and exhale down the back of the legs. And then bend our knees and just take the hands and we can just walk them to the feet. Keeping the feet hip width apart. You can hold on to anything as we come up or do whatever you need to do to balance here. Bring the fingertips to the floor, pull back, and you're going to lengthen your back so you allow more space between the vertebrae. Squeeze the block, holding the hands to the top of the thighs, fold on up, straight back up to standing carefully, keeping the knees bent, squeezing the block. It's just coming on up. And then as you come up, begin to continue squeezing the block. And then take your hands to the hips and just drift down with your tailbone. That's that arrow down to our root. So you can feel that tailbone pointing down, right? And we're gently tucking the pelvis towards the front just a little bit, not pushing that block all the way to the front, but just kind of feeling that center space. We should be at the base of our mat. Inhale, exhale, squeeze the block, and just drift the arms up towards the sky in a diagonal. Palms towards each other. And just feel the expansiveness that this gesture brings you, right? Reaching out, expanding the arms, bringing whatever you need inward. You can look up slightly towards the sky and then back, bringing that, gathering it all in towards the heart, towards our power center, hands in prayer position at the heart. Mountain pose. Looking forward, align the eyes, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. Beautiful. So we're going to walk forward. First, we're going to take that block though, as in our left hand, just to feel our reach here, feel our height. Inhale, exhale, walk the right foot forward and angle your back foot so that it's about 30 degrees or whatever's comfortable for your knee. Inhale, feel the spine in space. Exhale, bringing that left hip forward. And so they're even, right to left. Yes. So with that block in your right hand, well, first let's inhale and exhale and just energetically match those feet together. So as if there's magnet between them. Good job. Reach the left arm up skyward. So we're touching that. We're lighting, we have that flame, that Olympic torch in the left hand. Beautiful. Take the right hand to the top of the right thigh. Just with those feet firmly planted, we're just going to reach forward. We're going to just stay at a very slight diagonal today. Very slight. Reaching long, hip to shoulder to block on the left side. And then with that navel toning towards the spine, we're going to lift back up to vertical and just shifting so that we're bending the right knee and stepping the left leg back to warrior one, lifting that block up. So we're shifting our pose here, becomes warrior one, and then we lift the right arm up, grab that block, Hold it between your hands so we're both palm to palm. Pressing through the palms, that's going to engage those bigger muscles. Very nice, very nice. Nice and tall. And then tiptoe forward, we're going to balance, beginning to straighten the right leg, holding that block. You know, if that's more comfortable for you to bring the block in front of you, you can do that too. But just keep those hands and arms engaged as you hold that block and maybe release that left foot so we balance a little bit and lengthen, lengthen. If you hold it above the crown of the head, that energy going strong current from the block down to the left heel. Exhale, navel towards spine. Even if you just hold this as a balance here with the foot on the floor, work the breath. And find the balance that's comfortable for you today. And then we're coming to our warrior. Bringing the block in front of you, just feeling as you hold the block forward, you're going to roll the shoulders towards the ears and then down again and back. So we're sliding those shoulder blades down the back, just working a nice strong posture here. So we can carry that posture off the mat with us when we're holding things that are not a block, for example. And just noticing this good posture we're taking, hopefully carrying that with us. Yes, great. Let's take that block, bend the knees, and we're going to put it right here next to our right foot. And then we're going to turn towards the wider part of the mat and step the left foot out. We're going to take our right foot and take the toes out towards the right, taking the hands on the hips here. Inhale, feel the length of the spine. So we're just going skyward. That's our energy today. And as we exhale, melting, left leg bends as we come to that proud warrior stance. And you know the alignment here with the heel to back arch. And feel the hands on the thighs, just marking that connection. Inhale up, exhale, find that proud warrior. We're going to bend over towards our right to side angle. Please glance at your knee and notice if it's tracking to your middle toes. And then lean on over only as far as you'd like to, taking the elbow to thigh. Feeling in your left hand, you've got that hip point of the left hip bone, reaching. Grab that energy ball with your left hand and across the left ear. Now, if you have that block and you want to hold on to that, you can do that too. That's just an option. But we really want to work this side body here and feel that length. And nice skull to sacrum energy too. So we keep the spine aligned, keep it easy, keep the face relaxed. Inhale, let's go back on up and turn our feet to parallel, heel toe ourselves in, nice, beautiful standing practice. Let's take that block and we'll take it to the other side. Let's see. Yeah, let's take ourselves to the other side of the mat just for fun. So we have the block in our right hand. Find mountain pose. And we're taking that walk in the park, forward, left foot forward, angling that back foot. Inhale, exhale, find your hips and your spine. And then your next breath, travel down to the feet. And they magnetize together. So we're setting up that foundation, clearing the current of energy so we can travel all the way up the body and reach the right arm up to the sky. Reach, but relax that right shoulder too. Beautiful. Now take the left hand to the left thigh. Lengthen from here so we really feel carving out space in the spine, pressing onto that left hip, connecting the feet. We're just going to take it to a diagonal that's comfortable for us. Keeping the length right side. Beautiful. Coming back up, holding strong, rolling that shoulder down so we're not straining it. Bend the left knee and step back with your right foot. Warrior one, Olympic warrior. Take our left hand to that block. So we're holding it up and we've got that connection, left to right, evenness, as if that block were a beautiful golden orb of gold. Just melt with your exhale. Warm energy, right to the heart, solar plexus, roots. And then bring that block forward. Let's bring it forward in front of the solar plexus. In front of the heart. And then just follow it. As if you're following it, tiptoe forward to a balance. Maybe bring it above the crown of the head, your choice. Leave the floor with that right foot if you'd like. Traveling that power center with our exhale, keep it activated. Stabilize the spine and the hips. And travel where you need to with that block as you come back to mountain. And then we'll bring that block forward, presenting it forward. Strong pose here, strong posture. And then bring the block down towards the hips. Carefully take your mountain to a brief chair as we take that block down next to the left foot. And we're going to face forward and separate the legs. Wide stance, and the left toes swivel out towards our proud warrior stance. Heel to arch of foot. Hands on that hinging of the thigh to the hip. So we feel that point and anchor to grow out from. Inhale, exhale, checking the left knee, alignment. Proud warrior proud warrior feet. Inhale, exhale. We're going to lean on over towards our left thigh, elbow to thigh, or hand to block. And then with the right hand on the right hip, just mark that space, place in space. And then sweep that right arm next to right ear. Ease through the face and the neck. Align the skull and the sacrum. Feel the feet on the floor, your strength, your flexibility. You got it all. Sweep on up and we'll face forward. Ah, beautiful. Let's heel toe so we feel that swivel in our hips and roll the shoulders back. Just for fun, let's take the strap again. A little best friend here. Reach it on up to the sky again, like that, carrying the torch here. Reach it on up and then bend the right elbow so that the strap's hanging down the middle of the back. Here in mountain pose, and reach back with your left hand and grab the strap. Adapted cow face pose. So feel your hands making contact with your back body, so the back of the neck, you'll feel your fingers there just contacting. Breathe into that back, and then the left hand, you'll feel that on your mid-spine. Just feeling that conduit of the breath traveling down the spine, up and down, connecting us with above, the cosmos above us. Inhale, exhale, and release. Find an even stance here. And then lift the left arm up, same thing. Other side, bend the left elbow. Reach with your right hand. And just make contact with that part of the strap. Fix this here. There we go. And travel along with your fingertips along the strap if you'd like. Feel that opening. Just doing a lot of unhunching today. Inhale, exhale. Feel the breath. Nice. Align, unwind. So much better. And then we'll come down to the mat. So clear the mat. Keep that strap handy. It's going to be our friend. Come down to the base of your mat. Sweep the arms up. Feel your length side to side. And then swan dive down, arms out to the side. If you want to bend the knees for this forward bend, you can do that. Hands to the floor, hands find that anchor. And we just hang the head down here. Take a traction moment. Gravity helping us stretch out the neck. So the head is hanging nice and heavy. Hang it down. Feel free to gently nod yes to whatever you'd like. Just say no to whatever you want to leave behind. Feed the brain. Oxygenate the brain and the head. That's our contact with above. Let's take it opposite today. Walk the hands out to a tabletop. Taking the shins down gently. We're going to switch onto our side. So we're going to take a quad stretch here as we guide ourselves down gently onto the left side. Let's just bend both knees this time. So we're stacking the knees, stacking the legs. So nice and balanced here. So with this position, we're going to align the back of our skull with our sacrum. Right hand is in front of the chest. So we're just pulling down towards the base of the mat so we can feel that lengthening of our spine before we stretch it out. And then we're going to reach the right hand back and see if we can find our right heel. Thigh stretch, maybe our right foot, but don't push this. Just feel, most importantly, the length of your tailbone reaching towards the knees. We're stretching that front body, opening up a possibility of the chest opening, thighs, hips, and then releasing that quad stretch, hand on the floor here. We're going to take our knees forward. So exhale, bringing the knees forward so that at a right angle. Let's grab the back of the right thigh, bring the knee towards the chest, and then bring the knee up towards the sky. So just coming down and up with the knee, holding the back of the thigh, stretching out that hip. From here, if you want to switch this to your swivel over to your quad stretch, reaching back, traveling between the two, you can do that. And then we can come back to the knees together. And just let's pass through the stomach down. So we're going to do belly down to the other side. But I'll join you as I face the other way. And we'll take our knees down towards the base of the mat, just bent legs here, just for easing it out. Take a nice lounge here. Take the left hand to the floor and feel the connection, the back of your skull to the sacrum. So we're taking a nice long here. And then reaching back with our left hand, reaching for the left heel, keeping that knee closer to the other knee. Yeah, you want to keep that aligned. And then maybe grab the foot or not. If you use that just reach, then you can lengthen the spine in your inhale and your exhale, tucking that tailbone towards the knees. So just towards the base of the mat, opening up the front body. On your next exhale, release and bring the hand in front and then bring the knees forward. Take the back of the thigh, grab that on the left, and lift the knee skyward, and then down. So we feel deep in that rooted hip socket. We're going to just swivel out. Swivel it out, easing as if there's that warm, melting liquid golden energy into that hip. And then if you want to switch it up to a thigh stretch for a complete tour there, you can do that too. And reaching back. Or just go up and down, easing through your hip. And then bringing the knees together. Now we get to go on to the back. Inhale, exhale completely. Take the knees up, just bend the knees, feet on the floor, melting the shoulders down. So we're kind of noticing here with our knees together, what's going on with the body? Joy in the shifts you've created. Feel the happiness there. Notice lingering tension and just use the breath. Send the energy to that place of possible tension or discomfort. Exhale from that place. Release if you can. Notice how many areas of more ease and comfort you've created. Send the inhale there and exhale, radiate out that comfort and relaxation. And then knees apart, we're coming to hip width. We're going to take that strap, tour of our hamstrings here. I adore getting my hamstrings stretched because they sure need it. So let's take the right knee towards the chest, give a hug and circle your ankle one direction and the other. And then take the strap around your ball, that right foot. You can feel free to just give yourself a little back and forth with the strap along the ball, the whole surface of this foot. And then come on to a straight leg, reaching up towards the sky, reversing the direction of our legs. Generally, we've got those feet on the floor. Let's give them a break and take a diagonal with your legs so that you can ease up to that hamstring stretch and anchor into that right hip. If the shoulders have rolled up towards the sky, see if you can roll them back to the floor, lengthening shoulder to shoulder. And then just notice here, we are deep into the hamstring on the right side. And we're going to bend and straighten if we need to, just to encourage more length, hip to heel. Notice the sensations here as you just take your time. To send the breath there is to encourage the mind and the body awareness. So just keeping that current going, even if there's resistance, to keep breathing and sending energy that way to release. And then taking that foot out, we're going to take the strap in our right hand and taking our V with our leg out to the right, only as far as is comfortable for you. Feeling the stretch here, pressing the ball of the foot into the strap. We're going to notice that pressing there so we keep our muscles engaged. Don't forget that left foot too on the floor, keeping us anchored. Our sacrum and our breath is our anchor here. And then we can slide across the sky with that right foot, holding the strap. Back to our original neutral. Oof. Still feeling sensation there. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, pressing through your left foot. We're going to bridge up and then turn on over towards our left side. Right foot comes down and we grab the strap with our left hand, bending the left knee. So first, just pressing into the strap and feeling that length of our hamstring, engaging our place in space. Right hand at the heart, elbow to the sky. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, turn on over towards your right or towards the sky. Right arm can reach out T style, or just see if you can find that left foot. Only an option there if you want another quad stretch, another thigh stretch. Gauge your place here. We're twisting the mid and upper back, and the low back stays rooted and anchored in that 90-degree angle. Can you lengthen the collarbones with your breath? Energetic lengthening there. And the exhale, sending you more release to the back body, more melting. And then we're going to release what we need to come back to that right leg towards the sky, hamstring stretch. And then release. So we're going to take both legs long just to feel our length. Pump the feet, just kind of getting some energy going there. And one leg is going to feel interestingly longer than the other. That works. Bring the feet back to the floor. Inhale, left knee towards you. Exhale, circle the ankle. Both directions. Inhale, take the lasso of that strap around your left foot and find the angle that's comfortable for you. And you can take a little tiny towel dry across the foot, waking the sensations, and then stretch. And shoulders down towards the floor, more anchoring there. Bend and straighten the leg, spread the toes, all the things to open the channels up. And then taking the strap in our left hand, both sides will open up to a V. Remembering to anchor your right foot. Bringing our foot across the sky here, just feeling it cross that orbit of our center of the body on the way over. We're going to step strong through the right foot and come on to the right side. Holding those strap points with the right hand. Just put that skull sacrum alignment on the floor here. Bend the right knee, left hand to heart, elbow to the sky. And we'll open up to that twist, keeping that length across arm to arm. Add a quad stretch if you like. Release the shoulders. Release the ribs. Soften the gaze. And then open up again. Sweep across, left hand across the sky, and then back, making your way back on to the back with the left leg raised. Oof, feel that love of your hamstring. Another moment. Ah, wow, gravity. What gravity will do you? This is really feeling it. Left knee bends, and we can release our strap. Taking the feet on the floor, just press the feet as you take that hip width apart. Press the feet down towards the base of the mat, and notice the skin of the back is going to slide down. So we're doing fascial release there. Press down, shoulders will naturally fold downward, palms up towards the sky. So just notice when you press the feet in, skin of the back goes down towards the hips, and we get a release there. As you exhale, you can release the effort and just notice the positioning you've created in the back. So a little more open. We're open to that sky, to the sun, to the light, and then feel the palms inviting in that warmth. We've really cleared the conduit. Arms, legs, the whole thing. Let's take the legs straight out. Flex the feet first, toes to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, flop the feet out. And then just release. In a sigh, come into the breath. So travel with your breath to a warm, your favorite warm place. Even if it's in the shade, which I do love. Feel the warmth and the beauty envelop your body. A nice glow of a warm day surrounding you. Feeding your breath that oxygenation and ease. Each inhale lengthening, creating more space. Each exhale releasing what we don't want, which then feeds another inhale to empower us. Solar energy, a little bit more. Breath and power. Life force, inhale, exhale. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bend the knees and the elbows. Ease yourself onto your right side. And come on up to a seated position. Hands at the heart in Anjali Mudra. I dedicate this practice to my mother, who took another form 1 year ago. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.